what is coaching. So let's see, a business and a personal tool. It is a business tool for growth and performance. If you use it properly, if you use it effectively, the result is assured. So coaching is a fundamentally an art and science. It's to be practiced on a daily basis. If you don't do that, if you bring in your managerial style of functioning, then it becomes then you are not going to create a branding for yourself as a leader. I mean, you will continue to become continue to grow in your life as a manager, a very good manager. He's a very good manager. If you give him the job, he will get it done. The most challenging part of an organization is dealing with a human relationship. That's what I'm saying. So dealing with human relationship, whether it is peers or colleagues or the team members or the cross-functional teams. So how do you nurture and foster a culture that really reflects your leadership towards organizational performance? What is coaching and how it impacts? Coaching is an engagement where the coach supports the coachee to find his or her own solutions to the problems to unlock his or her potential. Coaching brings focus and objectivity into discussion. There is no subjectivity. There is no judgmental approach. There is always a zero-based approach. This employee always faults. If you carry that impression, then you are not giving opportunity for that employee to correct himself. Coaching fosters self-directed leadership competency. So you can't be controlling 10 people in your team sitting here in one room, because that's what most managers would like to do. But then the whole day, morning 9 to evening 8, you will be busy, people walking into your room, asking for your solution. I think more and more you empower your team will empower the other employees further. So obviously it has a cascading impact on the organization itself. Coaching is all about integrating thoughts and actions. It's very important. You need to demonstrate, this is what I'm talking, this is what my vision is, this is what my strategy is. I don't want to talk about a different strategy tomorrow because I wake up in the morning, I get something in my mind. But park it, keep it, take it into a drawing room and do a brainstorming, not to put it into action immediately. So you can't be doing an tactical approach, you can't be taking a on the fly approach, because you need to bring everybody on board, everybody to contribute in the whole idea, because it's your idea. There could be a couple of others who could oppose this idea. Unless you build a consensus within the team, within the management team, within your team. So you need to have a governance mechanism. You need to have a real a planning exercise where the relevant stakeholders are part of the discussion, and there is a consensus building process, so that everybody contributes in the overall achievement of goals. How coaching helps? Stretching your potential beyond obvious, because we work on obvious business as usual things every day. So this is what I can do, this is what I am delivering. My manager has told me to do this, so I am doing this. So it's obvious things. So how do you go beyond your obvious things and then stretch your potential? So there are infinite possibilities. Coaching brings out the infinite possibilities to explore new solutions. So how do you create, how do you stimulate your right brain? Left brain keeps doing those analytical and other things, but creative new things, how do you stimulate your right brain in order to come out with new things, new ideas every day. Stretching your mind to stay focused on the objective. So how do you stay focused on the objective? Because objective is stated, this is what I have to move. I have to move from point A to point B, and this is my plan and this is my execution that I am willing to do. So you don't stray away from the focus. Stretching your capacity to do more with less. So this is again increasing the productivity. Increasing the productivity. Don't ask for support every time. Don't ask for resources. Don't ask for big investments every time, because most of the investments you do, it goes waste. Half of it may go waste actually. So actually it is hitting the bottom line of the organization. Good to great. Leadership at a high level, right? So good leaders create followers, and great leaders create leaders. So how you make an employee to become a leader? That's why I'm saying coaching to self and coaching to the team, it has to be a constant ongoing process. So how do you do that? Coaching helps in making a difference in your leadership competency and continual growth. Coaching helps a leader move from good to great, because you must have read that book Good to Great. It's all about how great companies, good companies are moved to the greatness over a period of time. How do you define success? This is another thing which Stephen Covey, I have taken from Stephen Covey. How do you want to be? How do you want to be shaping up your leadership? So you want to be said about what you want to be said about at your funeral experience. That will define what you want to become over a period of time, and how do you want to leave this world with what you want to be said of. I think that is the key definition for success. Success is not about not just achieving your numbers. Yes, achieving numbers for the organization. Organization also has to think, what do I stand for in the society? How do I give it back to the society? The 7 habits of highly effective leaders. Be proactive, begin with the end in mind. So always a clear plan, a roadmap, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, that end. But the means is also very equally important. Put things first. So think win-win. What does think win-win? That's what I said. Boss and the employees, you have to always have the win-win equation. In partnership model, you have to have win-win equation. You can't have the company will win, the partner will lose money. No partner will stay with the company. So it's all about think win-win strategy for all the stakeholders. This is about listening. First you listen and then you talk, and then be understood. It is for the leader to channelize the energies and this potential towards the common goal and get the best out of them. That is called synergize. Sharpen the saw. This is about learning, ongoing, lifelong learning. So he talks about learning is a lifelong. So you have to sharpen the saw every time. The 7 habits that comes in one book. I'm sure everybody reads it and then applies it in their professional and personal life.